Good afternoon, Sparrows. This is Srinidhi Sparrow from TSWREIS Girls, Mandamari.
Good afternoon, Sparrows. This is Soumya Sparrow from TSWREIS Girls, Mandamari.
Good afternoon, Sparrows. This is Savita Sparrow from TSWREIS Girls, Mandamari.
Hi Soumya, Savita. How are you?
We are fine. What about you?
I am also fine. Had your lunch?
Yes.
How is it?
It is very nice.
Okay. Shall we start our topic now?
Okay.
Okay. Before starting our topic, I will tell you a small story. Listen carefully. Okay, now I am starting the story. There is a big forest. In that forest, there are so many plants, animals, human beings, and also other living things also living on that forest. On one day, one human being was feeling so hungry, so he wanted to eat something. He went to forest to search for food, and after some time he catch one tiger and killed to that, and he was started eating. After some time, like this only, so many living things was depending upon another living things. Like this, the total nature was depending on one on other. Like this, the total nature was going on. Now I think you understand now what is our topic.
I think it is about nature.
I am sorry, Savita. It is some correct. But think some more. You will get what is our topic now.
I think it is about biodiversity.
You are right, Soumya. Now our topic is biodiversity. Okay? Now, do you know what is biodiversity?
We don't know.
I will say the biodiversity means nothing but diversity in plants and animals' life. It is called as biodiversity. Now, do you understand what is biodiversity?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I will say a small imagination for you. Close your eyes. Okay, listen carefully. There's a big home for you. In that home, your total family was living. One day, you went to your home from hostel. You felt very happy because of you went to your home. After some time, you want to go to your garden. You went to your garden, and when you are opening the door, the smell was very fragrant. You felt very happy by smelling that smell. There are so many different types of flowers, animals, birds, and also so many different types of plants also there in that garden. You felt very happy by seeing that garden. You played some time with your brothers and sisters. After some time, you went to your home back. Now open your eyes. How do you feel by this imagination?
I feel very happy.
Why do you feel very happy?
There are so many different colors of flowers, butterflies, birds are there in that garden. So I feel very happy.
Okay. I am also felt very happy because of there are so many different types of flowers, animals, birds and etc. Now you imagine that there is no flowers, no birds, no nothing in that garden. How do you feel there?
I can't imagine like that because of flowers, birds, butterflies is beauty of the nature.
Yes, you can't imagine like that. I am also can't imagine like that because of if the flowers, fruits and total nature was not there means I am also feel very sad. So we want to see total nature very beautiful. So from now onwards, what we want to do?
We want to protect the nature.
Yes, we want to protect the nature. When we are protecting the nature, we are able to see all the plants, animals and all the other living things in our surroundings only. But if there is no nature, how we feel?
I feel very sad.
Yes, if there is no nature, I am also feel very sad. So we want to protect the nature. Now, I think you understand now what is our topic.
I think it is about biodiversity and its conservation.
You are right, Soumya. Now our topic is biodiversity and its conservation. Okay, do you know what is conservation?
Conservation means preservation of natural environment.
Yes, conservation means nothing but preservation of natural environment. It means when we are protecting the nature, the total animals, birds are able to live on the earth. When we are cutting the trees, on that time the total nature was going to spoil. It means from now onwards what we want to do?
We want to protect the plants and trees.
Yes, we want to protect the plant and trees. When we are protecting the plants and trees, on that time the total nature will very happy, and there are so many different types of flowers, plants and all the living things we are able to see on our earth. And if there is no biodiversity on the earth, means we are not able to see so many different types of plants, animals and etc. Okay, now do you know what is biodiversity?
We don't know.
I will say that biodiversity means nothing but diversity in plants and animals. It means in olden days there are so many different types of sparrows, birds and total nature was seen in our surroundings only. But coming to nowadays, there is total nature was going to die and we are not able to see nothing in our surroundings. Now do you understand what is biodiversity?
Yes.
Okay, let us discuss about variations. Do you know what is variations?
We don't know.
The variations means nothing but different types of human beings, plants and animals we are seeing in our daily life. It is called as variations. Now we will discuss about variation in plants. Okay, do you know what is variation in plants?
We don't know.
I will say variation in plants means nothing but if we are taking two plants. For example, mango tree and banana tree. Okay, now the mango tree's leaves and banana tree's leaves are equal?
No.
And the fruits of the trees are equal?
No.
The structure of tree is equal?
No.
Like this, so many different types of variations are there in plants, animals and human beings. It is called as variations. Now we will discuss about variation in plants. It is mean difference in plants. Now let us discuss about variations in animals. Now, do you know what is variation in animals?
We don't know.
I will say, suppose we will take two animals. For examples of one is elephant and another is zebra. Now, the elephant face and zebra face is equal?
No.
The tail of zebra and elephant is equal?
No.
Like this, so many differences are there in animals also. It is called as variations in animals. Now, do you understand about variation in animals?
Yes.
Like this, so many variations are there in animals, plants and also in human beings. For examples of, we will take two human beings. You and Savita is there now. You are two members or one classmates. Now your faces are equal?
No.
If your nose is equal?
No.
If your skin is equal?
No.
Show me your nails. If your nails are equal?
No.
Like this, so many differences are there in also human beings. It is called as variations in human beings. Now do you understand about variations?
Yes.
Okay. The variations means nothing but differences. Now do you understand about variations in human beings, plants and animals?
Yes.
Okay. Now I will show a picture for you. See the slide. Now, the value of biodiversity means nothing but biodiversity is the degree of variation of life forms within given species, ecosystem, biome or planet. Okay, and also biodiversity, short for biological diversity, is the term used to describe the variety of the found on earth and of the natural process. This includes ecosystem, genetic and cultural diversity and the connections between these and its species. Now, do you understand what is biodiversity?
Yes.
Okay, this is about biodiversity. And if we want to save biodiversity or not?
Yes.
We want to save the biodiversity. It means what we wanted to do.
We want to protect the nature.
Yes, we want to protect the nature. When we are protecting the nature, the plants, animals and total nature will be looked as very beautiful. If there is no plants, no trees, no nothing in our surroundings, there is nothing is there in our surroundings. Now, do you understand why we want to save biodiversity?
Yes.
Okay, look at this slide. I will show you a slide. What is it, bird?
Vulture.
Yes. Do you know the scientific name of vulture?
Yes.
What is the scientific name of vulture?
The vulture scientific name is a Jeevus indicus.
Yes, the vulture scientific name is Jeevus indicus. Now, I will say in 2012, there is a vulture was appeared in the district of Adilabad. But nowadays, the vultures also going to disappear. And also, there is so much birds and animals are looking in our surroundings only in olden days. But coming to nowadays, there are no animals, no birds, no nothing in our surroundings. So, when we are saving the biodiversity, we can look these animals and birds in our surroundings only. But when we are killing too and cutting down the trees, the biodiversity total going to spoil. Now, do you understand? Vulture?
Yes.
Okay, see the picture. What is this bird?
Sparrows.
Yes, there are sparrows. Do you look sparrows in your surroundings?
Yes.
In which time do you look the sparrows?
In afternoon.
Yes, in afternoon time you look the sparrows in your surroundings. You have looked only some sparrows in your surroundings. But in olden days there are so many sparrows are there in our surroundings only. But coming to nowadays, the sparrows was going to disappear after some time. Nowadays, there are looking only some sparrows in our surroundings. After some times, there are no sparrows, no vultures and no birds in our surroundings. Now, see the picture. What is it, bird?
Blue jay.
Yes, do you know the scientific name of blue jay?
Yes. The scientific name of blue jay is Coracius bengalensis.
Yes, the scientific name of blue jay is Coracius bengalensis. Do you know the blue jay belongs to what to our state?
Our state bird.
Yes, blue jay is our state bird. Now, in olden days, there are so many blue jays also there in our surroundings only. But coming to nowadays, the pollution was increasing and the total nature was going to spoil. It means the animals, birds and different types of wild animals were also going to die nowadays. So, we want to protect them. It means what we wanted to do.
We want to increase the plants.
Yes, we want to increase the plants. When we are increasing the plants, we will look the total biodiversity on our earth. And when we are spoiling and cutting the trees, on that time, the biodiversity total going to spoil. Now, do you understand about blue jays?
Yes.
Okay, let us, we will discuss about trees. Okay, do you know trees?
Yes.
In our surroundings, there are only some trees because of so many farmers was cutting the trees and they was using the wood of the trees, and when they are cutting the trees, they was thinking there are so many uses with wood, but they was not thinking about the tree will give us oxygen. Now, do you understand about trees?
Yes.
What is the uses of trees?
We get trees from fruits, flowers, oxygen, etc.
Yes, these types of uses are there with trees. Now, see this slide. Do you know what are endangered animals?
We don't know.
Okay, the definition of endangered means nothing but which birds, animals and all living things was going to disappear. It was called as endangered. Now, do you understand about endangered?
Yes.
I will say some examples of endangered animals. See the picture. Tortoise, butterfly, white wolf, gorilla, polar bear, panda, red panda, dinosaur, cheetah and tiger. These are animals was going to disappear nowadays, and also after some days there are sparrows, butterflies, honeybees also going to die. Now, do you understand about endangered species?
Yes.
Okay. Now, say me some examples of endangered species.
Red fox, lion, tiger, loris, wildcat, etc.
Yes, these are examples of endangered species. And tell me some examples of birds.
Peacocks, sparrows, etc.
Yes, these birds also going to disappear. So we want to protect them. When we are protecting them, they will give us beautiful nature. But when we are spoiling them, they will also spoil to us. And from now onwards, we want to plant trees. When we are planting the trees, the total nature was live happily on earth. But when we are spoiling the nature, the total nature was going to spoil, and after some days, we are also going to die. Now, do you understand why we want to save the nature?
Yes.
Okay, do you know what is red data book?
We don't know.
I will say the red data book means nothing but now we are discussed about so many plants, animals was going to disappear nowadays. So, the red data book will teaches us which type of animals, birds are there in olden days in our surroundings. It teaches us about endangered species. Now, do you understand what is red data book?
Yes.
Okay. Now, let us discuss about flora and fauna. Do you know what is flora and fauna?
Yes.
What is flora and fauna?
Flora means plants, fauna means animals.
Yes, flora means plants and fauna means animals. Tell me some examples of flora which are disappearing nowadays.
Kaikas, sandalwood tree, nepenthes, etc.
Yes, these plants are going to disappear nowadays. Which type of animals was going to disappear nowadays?
Lion, tiger, red fox, loris, wildcat, etc.
Yes, these animals was going to disappear nowadays. So we want to save them. There are so many uses with these animals and plants because of they will give us a beautiful nature. When they was giving a beautiful nature for us, we will live so happily on earth. But when we are spoiling them, they will spoil also our lives. So when we are saving the animals, they will save us. Now, do you understand about flora and fauna?
Yes.
Okay, let us discuss about extinct. Do you know what is extinct?
We don't know.
I will say extinct means nothing but In olden days, we have discussed so many animals and plants are there. But nowadays, they are going to die. So, the extinct species will teach us about that. In olden days, there are so many animals. But nowadays, there are no animals. It will teach us that. Now, do you understand about extinct?
Yes.
Okay, tell me some examples of extinct.
Tigers, lion, peacock, etc.
Yes, these birds and animals was going to extinct nowadays. So we want to save them. When we are able to save them, it means we are protecting the nature totally. But when we are spoiling them, we are think that we are totally spoiling the nature. The peacocks also gives us so much of beauty of the nature. Because of where the peacocks are there is a beautiful place. The peacocks looks us very beautiful. Now, do you understand about extinct?
Yes.
Okay, see the slide. What is this animal?
Kangaroo,
It belongs to?
Australia country.
Yes, it belongs to Australia and it is kangaroo. Next, what is this?
Kiwi,
It belongs to?
New Zealand.
Yes, it belongs to New Zealand. Now, why I am showing these slides, do you know?
We don't know.
This is endemic species in their respected places. Do you know what is endemic species?
Yes.
What is endemic species?
Particular area or country.
Yes, which animals and birds was living in particular area or particular country, it is called as endemic species. Now, say me some examples of endemic species.
White tiger, peacock, kiwi, kangaroo, etc.
Yes, these types of animals and birds was in endemic species list. And there are also so many animals and birds also going to die because of there is no trees, no plants and no butterflies and no honeybees in our surroundings. That's why they was going to die. And do you know Ramagundam?
Yes.
Where is it?
Karimnagar.
Yes, the Ramagundam is in Karimnagar district. Now, I will say a small story about Ramagundam. Listen carefully. There is a big forest in Ramagundam before 70-80 years ago. But coming to nowadays, there is no forest in Ramagundam. Do you know the reason?
Yes.
What is the reason for that?
The pollution was increasing.
Yes, the pollution was increasing. That's why the forest was going to die. And in olden days, there are so many wild animals also there in Ramagundam. But coming to nowadays, there is no forest in Ramagundam. And also there are no forests and no wild animals like lions, tigers, spiders. But in olden days, there are so many different types of wild animals are there. And also the animals was living upon another living thing. Now do you understand about Ramagundam?
Yes.
And also in Ramagundam, there are so many factories, industries and so many things was increasing. That's why also the forest was going to die. Now do you understand about Ramagundam?
Yes.
Okay. Now see the picture. Now I will say about value of biodiversity. Wild organisms and ecosystem is equals to source of beauty or recreation. It means when the wild animals and ecosystem will depend upon biodiversity, but we are spoiling the biodiversity. It means there is no place to live animals and plants. So when we are saving the biodiversity, the plants, animals and total nature will stay on the earth. But if we are spoiling the total trees and nature, the total nature was going to die, and butterflies, honeybees, like this, so many insects also going to die. Now, do you understand about biodiversity?
Yes.
Okay. Now, I will say about, see the slide. What is that?
Butterfly.
Yes, that is butterfly. What's the butterfly was doing there?
The butterfly was sucking juice from flower.
Yes, the butterfly was sucking the juice of that flower. And do you know what is the uses of butterflies and honeybees?
The uses of honeybees is we get honey from beehive. But we don't know what is the use of butterflies.
Okay, see the picture. What is that?
Honeybee.
What's the honeybee was doing?
Sucking the juice from flower.
Yes, sucking the juice from flower. Now, these honeybees and butterflies are sucking the juice of flowers, and this small pollen grains goes to butterflies and honeybees' mouth. On that time, the butterflies and honeybees go and falls on another flower. On that time, there the pollination will happen. It means on that flower, there is a fruit or another flower will come from that flower. Now, do you understand what is the uses of butterflies and honeybees?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
then the butterflies and honeybees also disappearing. What is reason for that?
the reason is nothing but there are so many farmers are there in our villages. They are thinking that if these insects are living on earth means the total nature was going to spoil. Means the butterflies and small insects will suck the juice of the flowers. On that time the farmers think that the butterflies and the honeybees was spoiling the tree or the flower. Do you understand now? And also the farmers was using so many pesticides because of to kill the insects. Now do you understand why the butterflies and also honeybees also going to die?
Yes.
Okay, let us discuss about, see the picture. What do you observe in that picture?
The cranes are going somewhere in groups.
Yes, the cranes was going somewhere in groups. Where the cranes was going? Do you know?
We don't know.
I will say the cranes was going to another place because of they was eating food here. It's all right, but they want to get shelter and all the eggs and totally nature they want to live happily. So they will go to another place and they will live there happily and they will lay eggs and get shelter from there. That's why the cranes was going to one place to another place. Now do you understand why the cranes was going one place to another place?
Yes.
Do you know by which name we will call to that birds?
We don't know.
I will say the birds we call as migration birds. Do you know what is migration?
Yes.
What is migration?
The birds are animals which go one place to another place.
Yes, the animals and birds which goes to one place to another place, it is called as migration birds and migration animals. Tell me some examples of migration birds and animals.
Siberian crane.
Yes, and give me some more examples.
Cranes, pigeons, etc.
Yes, cranes, pigeons, crows and Siberian cranes. Like this, so many different types of birds was transferred one place to another place because of they want to get a place to lay eggs and get shelter from there. Now do you understand why the birds was going one place to another place?
Yes.
Okay, let us discuss about another thing. Now, do you know project?
We don't know.
the Tiger Project. Do you know about Tiger Project?
We don't know.
The Tiger Project was kept because of there are so many tigers was going to disappear nowadays. That's why the government was declared as to save so many tigers in that Tiger Project. That's why the government was provided that to save the tigers and also another animals. Now, do you see the tiger? See here. There's a tiger here. Do you know about tiger?
Yes.
See here properly. What is this?
Tiger.
Yes, this is a tiger. On nowadays, the tigers was also going to die because of, and not only tigers, these many total animals was also going to die because of there are no trees and no plants in the surroundings, and there are not sufficient place to live. That's why total animals and birds and total nature was going to spoil. Now, in olden days, there is that 60% of tigers was there in India. But coming to nowadays, there are only 35% of tigers are there in our India. Now, do you understand about tigers?
Yes.
Why the government provided Tiger Project?
We don't know.
The government was provided the Tiger Project because of we want to save the tigers. In olden days, I'm saying now there is 60% of tigers, and nowadays there are 35% of tigers only there. Do you know where the remaining tigers was went?
We don't know.
I will say the tigers was going to die nowadays. That's why also the total nature was going to die, and also the tigers was also going to die. Now, do you understand about tigers?
Yes.
Okay, let us discuss about pandas. Do you know what is pandas here?
Yes.
What is pandas?
One type of animal.
Yes, panda is also one type of animal. Now, tell me about panda.
We don't know.
I will say the panda will live anywhere without humans help. But the lions, tigers and another animals will live with help of human beings, because of when the human beings was planting the trees was increasing and the total nature was coming to protect in our hand. That's why the lions, tigers, these many animals will live protect upon the human beings, and the pandas have no help of human beings. They will live in any place, and some human beings was going and bringing the pandas to one place to another place. Okay, do you understand now about pandas?
Yes.
Okay, so from now onwards we want to save the trees. When we are saving the trees, the total nature will come on our hand. But when we are spoiling the nature will going to die, and also all the animals, plants and total nature was going to die. Now, do you understand why we want to save the tigers and also other animals?
Yes.
We also save total animals, not only tigers, because of when we are saving all the animals, now the tiger was feeling hungry, means it wants some food to eat. So when we are increasing the forest, on that time in that forest the total animals and plants was living on our earth. Now let us discuss about, see the picture. What is that? That is total biodiversity and its conservation. What type of animals and birds do you looking in that picture?
Tortoise, butterfly, flowers, frog, one type of lizard are there in that picture.
Yes, these types of animals and birds, flowers was living on our earth. So, after some time, they was also going to die. So, we want to protect them. When we are protecting them, they will give us beautiful nature. But when we are spoiling them, the nature was going to spoil. Now, do you understand why we want to save the total nature?
Yes.
Okay friends, now see the picture. What is that?
That is a national park.
Yes, there is a national park. Not only this national park. And see the picture. There are so many different types of national parks are there in our surroundings and in our country. There are so many. The government was provided so many facilities for national parks because of there is so much sufficient place in national parks to live the plants and animals happily. That's why the government was provided so many facilities for the projects and also to national parks. The national parks and sanctuaries means nothing but which place have so much of place. It is called as national parks and sanctuaries. Now do you understand about national parks and sanctuaries?
Yes.
Look at the picture. Okay friends, save the biodiversity. It means biodiversity is love and biodiversity is life. It means when we are saving the plants and trees, on that time the biodiversity also save us. But when we are killing the biodiversity, it will give not nature for us. Now do you understand about biodiversity?
Yes.
Do you understand my topic?
Yes.
Okay friends, now see the video.
species diversity, and genetic diversity. The more intertwining there is between these features, the denser and more resilient the weave becomes. Take the Amazon rainforest, one of the most biodiverse regions on Earth due to its complex ecosystems, huge mix of species, and the genetic variety within those species. Here are tangled liana vines, which crawl up from the forest floor to the canopy, intertwining with treetops and growing thick wooded stems that support these towering trees. Helped along by the vines, trees provide the seeds, fruits, and leaves to herbivores such as the tapir and the agouti, which disperse their seeds throughout the forest so they can grow. Leftovers are consumed by the millions of insects that decompose and recycle nutrients to create rich soil. The rainforest is a huge system filled with many smaller systems like this, each packed with interconnected species. Every link provides stability to the next, strengthening biodiversity's weave. That weave is further reinforced by the genetic diversity within individual species, which allows them to cope with changes. Species that lack genetic diversity due to isolation or low population numbers are much more vulnerable.
Okay friends, now our topic was completed. Now do you understand our topic?
Yes.
Okay friends, now I will thankful to our secretary sir, to Dr. R.S. Praveen Kumar sir, because of he was given to me this wonderful opportunity to participate in this Mana TV program. And thank you for my principal sir and madams and to all my dear friends. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity.